Hello, this is Rhapsodic Style 7 giving you some Kerbal Space Program gameplay. This is a rocket design that I created. It is insane. It has like 24 rockets total pushing on it, and it's a big rockets, the giant liquid-cooled ones, non-thrust vectoring. I had to stick with the non-thrust vectoring one because I couldn't get enough push with the thrust vectoring engine. Here, let's get a peek at it here. That's where we turn rocket fuel into fun right here. And that 2 or 3 launches where it just keels over to the right. I don't know why it does that. It's probably because it's not symmetrical. But basically I had the 6 symmetry design, and the original version of this, actually, where you can see this rocket in every other rocket with the 6 around here, each and every other one. This is one where they're symmetric, to the actual design of it, and that actually got me into space. So it's just the other 3 aren't symmetrical. You just kind of see right here, the inside portion of the tri-coupler here does not have a third stack of 3 tanks in the big rocket engine. It kind of, I don't know if you can see it, but it kind of glitches out right there. Excuse my video resolution, this is off my phone, because I don't have money to get those Vegas recorders and all that. But I'll do what I gotta do with. So basically, yeah, just a shite ton of rockets pushing this. These are all the big rockets. As I mentioned, I tried to do, mix it up with having like the inside stack with the thrust vectoring, but it's more it's just easier to burn out, because these all will run out of fuel right around 600 or 700 feet per second, which is almost 100,000 meters up some or so. And because they had so much force in the keeling over to the 90-degree angle, I had to put 12 more advanced SAS modules on there. Even with that, it still keels over a little bit, but then it gets to a point where it actually gets more control. And by the time it actually gets control, then it's time to actually eject all these. And once we lose all this weight too, then that's when I get like all control back, because then once this whole entire stage is out, which runs out at the same time, then I'm ready to use the second stage. And then this up here is a little thing I'm experimenting on to dock with other spaceships. And the thing is, if I have in theory, this is my theory, basically it's landing gears set up. I tried to do it reverse, and reverse wouldn't work, but then I tried to do it just the right way, and it had nothing to attach it to on the top of the rocket. I tried to use some of the other command modules, but it didn't work. But this gave me the best design. Basically it's a decoupler on top of the standard command module, and then on the top of that right here is the standard parachute. So it's meant to come dock and undock and come back home, pretty much. I'm gonna try. I got another 2 ships that's actually already in orbit. I'm gonna try to dock with it. Now that it's a really hard maneuver, because it's 2 different ships in 2 different orbits. I try to get them exactly the same, but they're not quite the same. Those 2 rockets are the smaller versions of this, pretty much. This design I got off of basically from Try Dying to Live on YouTube. Shout out to that dude. It's gives some really good pointers in his videos. His videos pretty much gave me the inspiration to this design to stretch it out, and this is pretty much stretched out to his original design of what he did to get to the moon landing, because his was like a basic tri-coupler on this stage, and then using the tri-coupler with the external decouplers, radial decouplers, to give you a total like of 15 or so rockets pushing. This one is almost 10 more, or yeah, another 5 more rockets on top of that with the design of that. So yeah, pretty much stretching out the design of that rocket. I don't think you can make it too much bigger than this. I can't even think of any ways to make it even bigger. And then also got a RCS module for this, so I can do maneuvering for the docking. Here, let's see if I can go to that tracking station. But basically what I'm going to try to do is, here's the 2 ships. This was I think this is the first one. Let's see. Oh, jeez. Trying to do this all with one hand. Like a boss. Failing though. Yeah, this is a 5-1, which is the 5-stack configuration, or a 6-stack configuration, sorry, with the tri-couplers and the 3 of the tri-couplers stacked onto the second stage, and then this one was the bigger one. Yeah, this is the second one. But basically, off of another video, I learned how to do better orbiting maneuvers. I forget his name. Another gentleman on YouTube who gets some really good pointers too. Basically, it's going to take a while for this one to catch up, because this one's on a little bit higher orbit. I should drop it up higher just to speed up the process, because I could do that, or I could drop this one lower or higher. Both ways work, pretty much. But basically, eventually, I'm going to try to see if I can dock those 2 together, because they both have the same top as the 5.7 rocket. I have the big giant 5.7. Both of those have the same tops. And in theory, what I'll try to do is interlock the landing gears and then close it, and so I can see if I can actually have them 2 rockets latched onto each other. My number one fear or hypothesis of what happened is I'm probably going to crash into the other one a lot before I actually get used to it, because I got to get used to doing transitional maneuvers in order to get into position of it, because I'm still ways off in some points of this. Most parts, like especially this giant portion of the orbit, it's, that's probably several thousands of meters off, but this point is where it's most closest to, but even at that point it's still kind of far away. You can get a look here. Oh, dang it. No, I can't see if I can see it. But even here at this point you can still see how far it is, and I think it gets as closest right there, and that's almost no time to adjust right there. Hopefully, if I can figure out how to correct the orbits and make them more closer, get as close as possible, so that I can do an easier dock maneuver. And basically, in theory, is just clamp on. Another fear is the landing gears not being sturdy enough, or not putting enough landing gear so it can not catch, which of course is something I didn't think of until after I'm way out in space. But I have one in the 4 symmetry design, so 4 and 4, it's 5 points of contact, or sorry, wow, bad math, 8 points in contact. Hopefully that'll be enough. And then another fear of them not being able to clamp and break off when they do clamp down is centrifugal force of the other one spinning versus mine's moving, and the movement of both rockets just breaking it flat out. That's the other issue. So it's kind of this is a really difficult maneuver. It's like really difficult even for my brain to even start to wrap my head around. But maybe I'll see what I can do. Well, that's this Rhapsodic signing out.